Abusuafo ya den chia kese pa efri studio ha me tre Pinax TV e de ma o baby bia wo hwe yen edi efri bia ye mama kwaba se abreni na mo ka ye ho na dwumedia ye di bia no muso mode mo hoɔden enyina eka ho na wa wani tua se Ghana ha se nsem bebre e na ekoso na se niema bebre e na gusu a esisi e wa ha se ya ye hwe bi asha no na foforo e ba beka ho na ba ko a besi na still me tra manfo edida so edi etua na manfo interest ewo mu eye 2024 abato a yebekwa akoto yenyansi eye election year no mu de but amanfo interest ewo ho hye hwan po na party we ede na ekọ hwan na NDC ana MPP CPP ana PPP gum e ma me ekua donko be science we jima na ade na pictures ana say flyers bi hye ase ekọ viral na flyer na bi a obehu ye papa ye vice president Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia ni foni ye ndu fi hwa papa ye alankwajo chairmanten ono so ne de eba be trendy kakra ne na mafo kan ne ade na nipa ba ko a na Ghanafo esusu se nka bi a afi ye simu anasa afi ye womu ono so foni ebe trendy anasa ni foni be ko viral kakra enye obi ase be papa ye hu ni foni wo screen si so yes MP for Asen Central Honorable Kennedy Akompreko ohini Agyapong na namafo chirema na honorable juma we diama MPP party nyina echi on contested 2024 na ne fans no mudi omu se ne friends of Bawumia friends of Alanchermante na ana mudi omu ni Ghana ha ehu ne eko empo na manfo bi sase nti honorable Kennedy eba se akwenya na beda ho a obekọ akogina as a president anasa se flag bearer de ama MPP anana we de woni ankasa na mutua wo ka wo se he is not supporting any party and I say any person I wash us vote for way that be on one throne support Emma Alanchermante ono so a the support no all from Bawumia na mama mo yesa munja aha na nka ono honorable Kennedy obetro support e de akwa Bawumia na asa Alanchermante no nidi asan fi nanum ana ontimi nya campaign fa ma ne ho onya ka asasem we pe na hye ase na manfo se da bi we die eji ya sem bisa no e de amaye because na manfo keka se honorable Kennedy e woni trim on person obeka but omahu pa so person babaye president da bi asemi se ya no kre se nya no kre empo ye hye ne no ane nsem wo gina so e kan ye ya na ye bobo hu bisa se nti honorable Kennedy da bi se ba se ono so na didin ana na nima ba be pie mu e wo ballot paper so a Ghana form po ye beto aba e de ama no you know, say president ama MPP no aba be di Ghana fo nyina so na ewa homande so ma na kwaba na ye den sem twetwe na nkompotwe ni nyina ahya sana akwaba
menu aba me juice bebre
me gidi ye se wo ho ye baby bia wo bia
nyankopon adom
ye de nyame ase we de ye se obi ensi trododo matoa I believe say nsem a ye koso social media radio so we ban fo discuss TV so amafo twetwe ho nkomo ni nyina ye honorable Kennedy ni nsem bi o kan ye concerning flyers ananansen eco viral Bawumia afen so Alanchermante ankoka say ono pa se obetro ne support e de ama Bawumia anampo obetro support e de ama Alanchermante no na kono Kennedy no sebe ne to ebetimi esiga na konya so mana yeye minim sa wotin se mu hu adwiriwu e wo kwan bi so na se hu se o ka ne sa keke
yes answer na mamefa encha kese nkoma etifo ne atwefo nyina ye kira obi biara and we thank you guys for the support for some time now no na we've been inactive on this particular page honestly menye so much surprised because I think last year and I mean information from a close confidant basically in some catcher and what I learned was that Ken in as much as me kase opeso no opeso the president but then he had that option and as that option said one day a man or a gentleman like Honorable Kennedy Agyapong can rise to the power and the realms of power here in Ghana. So I wasn't surprised. We heard that even though we couldn't confirm when being an one kanda. Even we saw various platforms and media outlets try to run the stories that Kennedy Agyapong want to be president, but then call election at the later part of 2020 came out to say all of those things are false. One more say or person could be presidency or why I say, oh no, he's not interested in any presidency. But now he was saying that basically because that time now the person also win a theme and then the second theme Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. If Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo undi na di nwe, na even Ken Japan and say there is news say Ken Japan per se or running for president. Yen kind of cray. It will breed conflict of interest. And the case here is, okay, 2008, there were rifts between the two main opponents, talking about our now president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and then presidential candidate, Alan Kyerematen. These two people are no more leading. They were fighting to be the flag bearer of MPP. No, that time, no one a year in Japan, echo show support. Emma Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. It's no osha grassroots no last minute no before Mbeka acquire primes and Japan Beka say yeah infa or no they supported Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and all the grassroots we MPP nia you realize that the grassroots need the nipo command or more power Japan. So that gave Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo a boost over Alan Kyerematen, the person who supported Alan Kyerematen and kind of create John Agyapong for. So, Brana, looking at all of this scenario, if Ken Japan have supported Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo for him to come to power, not the pillar and not the mouthpiece of MPP or fighting for Akufo-Addo government, back out and now in summer back out, so no super so running for presidency. Now, Osha, Kamia Kwese, Abia, Obini Nichitafo, Nichitafo, Nepese. Or faculty and that was not good. So Ken Japan, in all honesty, the best thing he needed to do was to come and debunk it, which he did. But see, Anabre Yupumakwemu in such a way, say the second tenor of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo any yebumi. After this particular term, Nyankopon adom na 2024, but 2 years now, he won't be president again. He has ended his presidency. So then there's more room for people like Alan Kyerematen, Bawumia, Ken Japan, Boakye Jaho, for all of these squads to come out and say, I want to be president. What am I saying? Yeah. And we've seen the competition is already tight in a way. Immediately after the elections, the first sign, I bet you was MPP. Coming 2024, their presidential candidate is going to be one of the toughest in this country. The first sign was when Alan Kyerematen went to, I'm not digressing, I'll come back to your question. The first sign was when Alan Kyerematen went to La Paz. And a softphobia, meaning so who said video, softphobia car say, oh, who said Ghana, Poma Ekutano, and as who said Ghana Franca, Ekuta or no Alan Kyerematen. What am I saying? I'm of Alan Kyerematen, my neighbor, so any Mamo Bompaiman. So that was just a sign looking at Ghana. Saying that you believe more people hear Christianity. That was just a warning shot. A patch says somebody is coming and somebody wants to be president. That person is Alan Kyerematen. And Chebian Yehu say, your friend is saying, a fly is being in Namani, break the eight of Bawumia. What am I saying? Yeah. But in all of these things are a coson. One person. One Bekasada, Kennedy Japan. Remember, we had news, and now we have news that Kennedy Japan wanted to ascertain the throne of the presidency, but he did not talk. The only thing you bit Maka say, this thing a positive remark, a party Kennedy Japan might have an interest in the presidency is when a poll, or more conductive poll, I think so you even gave me that information earlier. At the end of the day, it was between Bawumia, Alan Cash, and others. And others and Ken Japan. It will show we Alan Cash. Now we Bawumia if you are the next person who come. Ken Japan. Meaning say others need they take bet. In fact others need yeding. To make us the big three now. Because if Sisia and Bawumia say uncle the president, TNE, and Sisia no so no Alan Cash to cast on person be the president and on person be Rania. The next person on the bill currently.
Honorable Kennedy.
Honorable Kennedy Japan.
Choice be any hobby.
Choice be any home. Now I've heard arguments among forecasts at Kennedy Japan. The temperament need to ultimate the president. Kennedy Japan. Ebimukaka say okon the constituency ultimate nyeshe. It ultimate nyeshe. Then it just obey president baby. Ghanaians are looking at this from a wrong path. What am I saying? If you want to say that Kennedy Japan cannot be president, I'm not saying Kennedy Japan wants to be president. We are looking at the facts and figures here. What am I saying? But I just want to establish something. If you are saying that Ken Japan can be president, then it's we telling ourselves, like 4 years ago in 2016, said Donald Trump can be president. Let me be frank. Donald Trump lost the presidency because of the way he handled the coronavirus. But when it comes to the economy, up to now, even Joe Biden understands, say, the economy booster, Donald Trump. And to me, our Donald Trump in Ghana, unfortunately or fortunately, is Honorable Kennedy Japan. And Kennedy Japan, if Ken Japan works on the mistake of Donald Trump, he can become president of Ghana. So I'm out for some more say untimi nye bibi won the constituency no. Why tima ye bibi? Because say oh sorry na o ye Ghana ni na ekomedo na wako MP ho na waka kire so kujine wiase ne kwaton ade na MP fufuro so aka say oh ekomedo di jiska na fa bi koye adwuma na fa bi to aduane. Who would you choose? If Agyapong be president, I'm not a fool. Because my school, my university. But if Agyapong be president, now ultimately allocating the resources to Ghanaians effectively, I think that is what we need.
Okay, okay, so we opa chirema Ghana ha say honorable candidate to me to tune nyama you about to say Ghana Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And the constituents for now so bonus support say in return so almost 20 something years, right? 17 years oh be MP. Ontimi nyeshe ema amanfo ewo
Asin Central.
And this person I can ask ma constituency for na chiremo onyeshe ma Asin Central for no. Projection aba say see ye papa ba omi afi ho ye alanchman fi ho a only the third person it's likely say obetimi akọ ediama MPP with 2024 the general election be ko na obi onyeshe ema Asin Central ye to abama no be ye president Ghana no betimi ahye yeso.
Okay, that's a very intelligent question. But let's look at this from this angle. Now, you're trying to say, Ejumekua, Mugina Moshasi, a Pinax, okay. Now, what about one day, now I catch my boss say, plan be about it, plan about him, and say, oh, Persisiano, Muye program outdoor. Outdoor, say, Muye program, it was studio, be, baby, be outdoor. Near Bisa say, what is the reason? Our person, yes, sir. And I was hoping some for a room. It is an abegu Santana money at the ade eco more some koyo mu program so that's the concept. I also per se Pinax yanko mounte ewo mall and dream ye program so na manfo hu ye more say ye studio na anamu studio na mo kase yes ebia computer bi. Now when you bring this idea up na obo say on allow, can you let it materialize? It won't. Now one thing I also want to say, right from 2000, Agyapong have been pushing for bills. It's rather unfortunate, say MPP for Nankasa and every papa we ever form. In a sense, say, listen, now I'm not aggressive, but now you are Mama Echo Central Region. Mama made an emphasis, say, until I say Agyapong being one of the outspoken person of MPP. Ni krom anakwa emphasis ko ni krom nye. Meanwhile, Mama even acknowledged that Agyapong have been fighting on radio, on TV, in parliament. Say, they don't help him. And say, Nipana fight. No mumbwana. I don't think you need to blame him too much. What him I say? And in Penifone car say, dear okuta dia or stress a major ne dear or the other man. What am I say? So Agyapong have no choice here. He's fighting on radio and TV. They be all born or can't want them. You realize that now new election on we December 7th election. Nipa na owa brochika wambe campaign. Nipa na beno. It's Agyapong for the first time won by just a smaller margin, which is 5,000. And he himself came out to say it tells that the people are not happy with his work.
Okay.
Ocheska, Otua school fees, but it doesn't end there. Because the people are saying, say, do something. And Ken have said, and you're the fault. In as much as it's pushing, push, not MPP for will not allow, will not give him the Amofa Nikrom Kwan and car contracts no munya. Or so be lose, or because on Ranibio. Remember, look at this carefully. What MPP is forgetting is that Agyapong, if Agyapong had not run, and a NDC Niafa, do you think by now me no kasi and MPP a majority? So even one seat can make the difference. Because for me na MP no any break it no. Sanka for me na MP no CPP ni no so ode na ho ode ekodom and eko bata NDC one. By now NDC is the majority. What am I say? Yeah. So it tells you say if MPP are wise, they should know say every seat counts. If Ken say on kwa na NDC for a winning by just one margin, they are lost. So if I were them, we will start looking at ways and measures. Obetima bwana wa yene kwan. And Agyapong Central Regional Caucus MP so more wa. Onu di omo kan MPP for ono First, Central Region was a no-go zone for MPP. In Japan, gradually, MPP has been able to even get or once got majority in Central Region. But it's rather unfortunately, people are not seeing this aspect. So that argument in the Vic, we should look at what the man has done. Internal in Penny for and Joe Biden, even though I'm in Pinax or phrase be or coming, just don't judge me by the Almighty. Judge me by the alternative. The Almighty is a man judging in Japan by Kwame Nkrumah. Yen judging by the alternative. Inti Ken Japan and Mahama, why no bit my boy? Ken Japan and Baumia, who can help us? Ken Japan and Lancash, who can help us? Let's look at the jobs this man has created. If you don't know, I'm not campaigning for Ken Japan, but Ken Japan has created over 2,000 employment. 2,000. Has Alan Cash done the same? Maybe he has created more employment. We don't know. Alan Baumia, what has he done? He's the vice president, but sometimes your work needs to be felt.
Because economy
economy the last time I checked, a man for saying Nkoye, Brofwak is not doing anything. I don't want to even go there. Let's hit on him. King Japan. So let's compare King Japan to the alternatives, Baumia and Co, and see if it will help. If you feel like King Japan beat my boy, now or back or may me create jobs and employment. Now at the end of the day, I think so we need to also give him a chance. And let me tell you something. Me, one of the things that up to now, I'm still learning is that never ever underestimate anybody. Because in Japan and in Badoso or even King Solomon had 1,000 wives. But at the end of the day, let's look at what the person is coming to do. What am I saying? In King Japan, fine. Or in Nipa, he has temperament and issues. But trust me, the presidency can change him. We need somebody who's tough. We need somebody who has the spirit of Kwame Nkrumah, the spirit of Rawlings, and the spirit of Atanos combined. Because all of these people, in different shades, Kwame Nkrumah, he was a deep thinker in the future. And they enjoy light at Kwame Nkrumah Intia. Rawlings was a disciplinarian. On pet in Kwasiasa, Mikaye Sano, a woman my Marcos toilets, Honoma could see or Marco future or almost a freebie tankers. Rawlings was not joking at that time. What am I saying? So Rawlings was a strong disciplinarian. Untimi Konko Dim Kwasiasa, we banning with you in Abia. And assume drinking at Tanos and go for the Queen CA. He was a man of peace. He was a man who was an advocate for a year. An advocate for democracy. Assume drinking. I'm not comparing or giving anything, and I compare MPP people to King Japan because also then a star. But if he has a drop of Kwame Nkrumah, has a drop of Rawlings, and has a drop of NDC at Tamils, or no one didn't any kanwa, it will be the perfect mixture for.
That's
a Ghana for
years. Yeah, Papa Kennedy or was a for a teacher me and say na subaini biwonimu or a discipline. Obeboa with any mark or so, assign so ya asumje no is obi shobeka or no one because in some baby or so and a court is a baby now for no Kennedy home. Yes, share the asofo de cry and fatu one. Okay, come members biti bomu. Asumje na hefa neba.
Asumje ni wo hobby bree.
So no akase no akase na man for agent kekabom. Asumje na hefa ne free ba.
Because of time in you better try and come on so but let me end here and let me say this. The me ankasano me a mommy a quite me present for 1 week and you might be brave sir. What am I saying?
Yeah.
Now year last year by this time I need bought fake pastors and who they re. If even your team train amount for 1,000 cities and sorry amount for 1,000. If he akwan bonia and I say sebi the schemes are these pastors a uswa in a sense Yensha cantamount more free abroche eba over this December no muko kromu hunyama ya koso Yensha mami bi awako Accra cantamanto ako ye adwuma sa na at the end of the day ode ne mfa so na ne si wonyina ekwa akoma sofo su tin na ono sofo ne de ne yire ene ne mba edide o TV stations de wo ho or sorry on or your back of 5 million. Meanwhile, the members are suffering. Me can ni pay ya or the profit in our brewy. Ne basco fees continue to. So you see, Ghana for Nyamanya Mesumi the deed. That is why I have some people who call me and tell me say Nyamik Jesus no crony ho. People are saying say Christianity fake. That is to them. Obiani ni belief. Because Omosha ye the Christianity I bet die. But we shouldn't look at it this way. So let's look at it at a way ebe boy and I say what can it happen? The impact it did. Some pastors near we won. You know the people who it have helped ebe shock. And talking about court case no, Agyapong is not God. In some form be brave el koso Ghana. Never be brave el koso Ghana. And sometimes you can't sit down and watch aloof. Ghana before you greedy. So sometimes you need to fight. So all of these things can Agyapong no. The nice be so. And trust me, and yet the Bian right. He might say certain things, but at the end of the day, let's look at the positive side of things. I think it's a bit yeah.
You. And to say Honorable Kennedy, Baba president, say on Mamba president, before no cry no menchai cry, and no didn't say me able to draw for how our parents be no more sebe foolishly. Say me who's having fatty we more. While so da ho no mkobu atopa ukohia ga bi ne ho ye ofro ne nakeka na sebe wa hwe nyame ani makosi ne suo bu pasa obu panwie na nyinsemba na wa mana wo owo ase eja mede nato wotibi tine ho 10 to 6 adanya obachi sika because odene battle MP Honorable Kennedy akompre o se ebi mutimi free seshi eba na omo de ne baba tu mo nja ya ono be president asa na manyi na etu betwa nti e confirm say bi honorable pese on be president wo Ghana ha